What's up, gaming heroes, and welcome back to another awesome World of Warcraft video. This is the November Trading Post review. Here we go. Let's have a look at all the brand new stuff on the November Trading Post. This is super exciting. We have first the Zebra. Wow, this is awesome. These are rarely used as mounts in Azeroth due to their stubborn nature and tendency to bite. Oh, wow, it looks absolutely gorgeous. For 550, tender, not bad. And then for a horde-only mount, we have a Spectral Wind Rider. How do you not fall right through that thing? I like it. That's pretty cool. I really want to use that on my my Goblin Warlock. I think that'll look really good. Oh my goodness, look at this. I could really imagine that on a Mage and a Warlock. Both of these. This is a really nice staff right here. I really like that. The whole Raven. I think you could create some really interesting transmogs using that. Oh, and then the Alliance have their own version of the Spectral Wind Rider, and this is the Spectral Griffin. When you said an old friend was coming back, this was not quite what I expected. Oh my gosh, have I just fallen in love with this little man? Oh my goodness, look at him. He looks like he could destroy you, and he's tiny. Oh, little guy. Oh, bless him. Fooled eons ago by a clever lower of death into a bargain of unceasing service. This tiny ancient being carries out his duties eternally red with rage. Longbow of the Twisted Grove. Pretty badass longbow. They've been a bit lazy on the inside of the graphics here. It looks very plain. I guess it is supposed to be made of like fell rock, but yeah, it's only fell on one side. The other side's a little bit like, meh. We couldn't be asked to fill in that one. I don't really like it. Instrument of the Alluring Call. Okay, I quite like that. It's very fell energy like. Yeah, we can work with that. Possessed Watcher Arsenal. Now that looks very, very cool. It's monk only. Definitely worth noting. So it looks like the fist weapon version is that. The staff weapon version is that, and the other staff weapon is that. So that's pretty cool. So that's the whole arsenal of weapons for the monk. That's really, I really like that. And then I just realized that they have the same here for the warlock as well. So this is actually fell energy. If we look through it, you can see, oh, whoa, that is so cool. Look at the nails that have gone through the skull. Badass. And then we have a really good staff there as well. Let's actually have a look at that longbow again. No, it's still trash. Okay, so here we have Savage Champion's Aggression. Let's have a look at all the various different things. We've got the shield with roses intertwined. Then we have a really nice weapon to complement that. And then we have a two-hander, which actually looks really, really nice. This kind of reminds me of the Sulfurak weapon where you combine two swords to make the one. Really, really nice. I like that. Possessed Watcher Guys. That looks really, really cool. I wonder how it looks on a Worgen. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Monk only, though, so it's worth noting. For a Warlock only, we have... Oh, that looks so cool. Look at those shoulders. Dude, that looks incredible. For the Savage Champions trophies. Wow, that's a really nice warrior transmog. And then let me introduce to you my fine weaponry of foam swords. The perfect way to practice violence in a safe-ish environment. Cool. So it has a 15... So this will actually stay up until you've logged out for 15 minutes. And it has a 30-minute cooldown. I really like that. That's really fun. Fangs of a Mountain. To be honest, this looks a lot like many of the other transmogs that I've seen in game from Cataclysm. Doesn't feel that unique. This looks very interesting. I could really imagine a Venthia warrior using this, to be honest. Maybe even a paladin could be really cool. That feels like anima, you know? It doesn't feel like just a random crystal. That genuinely feels like anima is trapped in that crystal. Loyal Blade Master's Greatsword. The only thing more sure than sharpness of this blade is the loyalty of its wielder. Okay. And I like that it's blue, because blue's a trusting color. That's good. Luxurious Niffin Hat. Were it not for our masterful negotiators, this hat would cost me no less than 2,500 tender. I can understand why. It's fantastic. Sinister Fell Staff. Yeah, it's kind of sinister. It's been handed down between timelines. The Maw of Rage. Oh, that's a very cool Cataclysm-looking shield. I really like that. Despite the old age, it is still just the Maw of Rage. Wow, we've got a mechanized mace. This mechanized skull crusher crushes stone skulls and stone skulls. Ensemble of the Vagabond, and it comes with a cloak and a helmet. Yeah, kind of reminds me a little bit of what Aragorn was wearing in their first Lord of the Rings film when he went to find Frodo. The same again, except this one's got obviously a neck piece, which is a bit hard to see given the transmog, but still cool. I like this cloak a little bit more, I think, because it's not in tatters at the end. A lot more smoother at the end. It looks nicer. Gnomish Liquid Transfer Apparatus. Gnomish Ingenuity doesn't usually reinvent the wheel, but this isn't the first time it has reinvented the bucket. Acolyte's Etched Warhammer. The Mark of the Viracle. Tide Cooler's Cinch. When the tide cools, the belt will hold. Like that. That's a nice belt. Really nice belt, actually. We have the Shore of Flowing Magic. The Crockle of Gersam. That looks really nice. I really like that weapon. I could see that being a good weapon for a water transmog, like an Aquaman transmog almost. Maybe not like for Aquaman specifically, but that type of transmog, I can imagine that being good for. Razor Edge Kukri. I really like that. That's a nice simple sword. I can see that being used on an outlaw rogue, no problemo. Overall, fantastic month for the Trading Post November. Hope you enjoyed this update. Be sure to hit the like button, and I'll see you next time. This is Erosium, out.